Welcome to Warren Wilson College on an 80-degree, partly cloudy afternoon. It's soccer time on the All Sports Network. Today as Warren Wilson comes in at 0-2-0, taking on the Lagrange Panthers, who come in at 0-3. You see both sides walking out onto the pitch. My name's Chris Shima. Glad to be with you here today. Let's meet the starters. We'll start with the Panthers from Lagrange. The keeper is number 1, A.J. Wilson, a sophomore from Roswell, Georgia. Also starting today for the Panthers, number 2, Dylan Corbett, a senior, 6'1", 185 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia. Number 4, Kalen Campbell, a senior, 5'10", 160 from Tampa, Florida. Number 6, David Flores, a freshman, 5'11", 157 pounds from Roswell, Georgia. Number 7, Joshua Robles, a sophomore, 5'8", 150 from Baker, Florida. Number 10, Raymond Haas, a junior, 6'2", 155 pounds from Port Richey, Florida. Number 12, Kristen Javier, a sophomore, 5'10", 174 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia. Number 14, Diego Torres, a freshman, 5'7", 156 pounds from Roswell, Georgia. Also starting for the Panthers, number 16, Benjamin Memler, a freshman, 6'1", 148 pounds from Gay, Georgia. Number 17, Brian Richardson, a sophomore, 6'1", 180 pounds from Dallas, Georgia. And number 19, Adrian Vakarix, a 5'9", 165-pound senior from Hinesville, Georgia. Now the starters for your Warren Wilson Owls. The keeper, number 0, Jose Pablo, 5'9", 180 out of Coral Springs, Florida. Also starting for the Owls, number 3, Zach Ross, sophomore, 6'1", 175 pounds from Lincoln, Nebraska. Number 4, Clark Goodling, a sophomore, 5'10", from Afton, Virginia. Number 7, Carlos Howard, a freshman. Number 9, Marley Howard, a senior, 5'11", 125 pounds from Asheville. Number 10, Enrique Timas, a senior, 5'10", 150 from Williamsburg, Virginia. Number 11, Jackson Grimm, a junior, 6'4", 215 pounds from Columbus, Indiana. Number 13, Alan Salazar, a senior from Gastonia, North Carolina. Number 14, Dylan Callahan, a sophomore, 6'1", from Cincinnati, Ohio. Number 15, Landon Dillingham, a junior, 5'9", 135 pounds from Weaverville, North Carolina. And number 5, Jack Burke, a freshman, 6'1", 150 pounds from right here in Asheville. So Lagrange, as I mentioned, coming in at 0-3. These two teams have met pretty frequently over the last several years. Lagrange has won 4 out of the 6 meetings. They won last year 4-0 against Warren Wilson. That was in Georgia. Owls were outshot in that one 18-11. 2 goals from Melvin Bass, who's gone for the Panthers, and a goal from Kevin Folsom and Adrian Vakarix. So Vakarix, one of the few seniors on the Panthers team, as they take the pitch. Panthers, new head coach, Matt Evans, in his first year, decorated at the USCAA level, trying his hand at the NCAA Division III ranks now. We'll talk more about Evans. Of course, Mike Kerr is the head coach of Warren Wilson in his 14th season. Kyle Carpenter, the assistant, is in his 5th, as the Owls also taking the pitch. So just about set to go here at Warren Wilson. There is a chance of some Thunder Boomers rolling through, so we may have a delay. Hopefully we'll be able to get through this, though. Thunderstorms are not supposed to happen until later this afternoon, so hopefully we can hang on. It'll be the Panthers to possess first. And we're underway here at Warren Wilson. Long ball over on the near side, taken by Ross for the Owls. Salazar, back to Ross. Ross, near side of center circle, and it deflected by Vakarix. Timas playing in the center back spot. Over to Goodling. Goodling, low ball taken by Haas. Goodling able to win it back, though. Salazar can't get a foot on it. Melmler now. Haas. Salazar applying some pressure, deflected off of Torres. No, they say Salazar. So a throw quickly taken back by the Owls. Salazar coming from behind Flores. Well, is it to Javier? Javier. Goodling on him. Javier top of the box. Looking to make a move. Goodling says, Unable to get it away. Still, opportunity for the Panthers. Haas, little dribbler. No trouble for Pablo that time. In the first minute, just underway if you're just joining us. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you here at Warren Wilson. The third of 10 at home for the Owls. Carlos Howard over on the far side of your screen giving it a run. It's cleared by Richardson for the Panthers. It must have deflected because the Panthers are getting a throw over on that far side. Marley, that goes out of play. This time it is off the Panthers, so Warren Wilson will throw it. Owls lost 3-0 to William Peace last Saturday, and then also lost. There's a ball into the box. Trying to run it down over on the near side. It's Grimm. Grimm keeping it alive. Grimm fires it in on one hop. No trouble for A.J. Wilson, the sophomore. Wilson, 5.00 goals against average so far this year for the Panthers. It's been a tough go for him. He's been really under the gun this year. A.J. Wilson, 18 saves. He's allowed 15 goals in 3 games. He's only stopped 55% of the shots that he's faced, so the Owls will have opportunities today against Lagrange. Of course, the competition that the Panthers have been playing is maybe a step up in class. They played Millsaps, a strong program, I believe Mississippi, although I'm guessing a bit. Lost that one 8-0. They also played Louisiana College, losing that 4-2. Thursday, they lost at home, their first home game of the season, to Sewanee, 3-2. So the Panthers have allowed 15 goals in 3 games. New head coach Matt Evans having his work cut out for him. Burke gave it a look. Grimm tried to make something happen. 2 defenders around him. And taking it away is Javier. Javier, ball to Flores, leaves it on the near side. Pablo in a foot race with Torres, and Pablo able to get there. Looks to go quickly. Ross goes past him, and Memler will take it now. Memler, the right back. Wilson, high ball over near us, and on one hop, it'll be a throw for Warren Wilson. In the 4th minute, 0-0. Owls throw goes to Grimm. Grimm, that's headed. Salazar was onside. Corbett with a nice header. Here's Carlos Howard, leaves it. Shot right at the keeper, Wilson, who makes a terrific save. Over on the far side, I believe it was Dillingham who took the shot. So the Owls, like I said, they'll get their opportunities. Now trying to counter are the Panthers. Robles with a cross, headed by Goodling on the volley, way too high over the crossbar for Haas. So a goal kick upcoming for Warren Wilson. So the Owls, we told you about their opener. They lost to William Peace. Then on Monday, on Labor Day, they lost to USC Lancaster. Owls took the lead in that game, led it 1-0. Marley Howard with his first goal. Torres, ball into the box. Vakarix, always a threat, but it's cleared back by Timas. So first corner of the match belongs to the Panthers. Vakarix will take the corner. The senior, 5 goals and 3 assists in his career. That's headed, but well out of play. Cleared by the Owls, so another corner. 5th minute, make it the 6th minute now. Another low corner. Ball deflected. Pablo gets a hand on it. And we'll have our 3rd straight corner. This one will be taken on the far side of your screen. Ball into the box. That's going to roll out of the box on the header by, I believe, Flores. Still opportunity. Vakarix tries the cross. Headed by Dillingham. And that'll go out of play. So the Panthers on the attack here early on. Throw goes back to Campbell, the left back. Campbell, ball in. On one hop. Pablo! Oh, he misplayed it. and just had to flick it out. Campbell almost scored from the center of the pitch. So another corner, the fourth in the last 2 minutes. Akerix, this one a little bit higher, headed. Here's Javier. Javier fires it. It's low, flicked over by Haas, but wide right. And out of play, it'll be a goal kick. Panthers applying some pressure here, and Owls forced to clear. Torres with the throw. Flores. Back to Torres. Ball into the box. Timas trying to clear. It goes back for another corner. The fifth corner of the match. And we're in the 8th minute. And Vakarix and the Panthers make the Owls pay on this set piece. Nope. Salazar with the clear. Campbell fires it in. Oh, Pablo with the save on the deflection. Javier over the crossbar. So a goal kick now for the Owls. Timas will take it. Carlos Howard's got to step on the defender. Howard plays it. Ross. Howard tried to keep it. Ross not aggressive enough. Haas now able to win it back for the Panthers. Melmler. Good pressure by Grimm. Headed by Ross. So possession trading around a bit here at center circle. Dillingham. Javier able to get it away. Javier with a good run. Javier. Timas just able to get a piece. Yet another corner kick. Corner kick number 6 in the 9th minute. Robles over on the far side will give way to Flores. Flores will take the corner. Ball into the box on one hop. Salazar gets ahead on it, as does Grimm. Now Salazar. Howard. Howard looked like he wanted to go to Marley Howard, but ball missed him. Owls have one shot so far. Salazar, good aggressive play, and he wins a free kick on a foul by the center back Memler. So opportunity now for Warren Wilson to get something going here on this side of the pitch. In the 10th minute. This is the last home game for the Owls, who will head to the road for a couple of matches. Timas now will take the free kick. Chipper into the box. That's headed out by the Panthers. Owls trying to stay with it over on the far side. Callahan. And it goes out of play. So quickly Campbell looking to throw here. Dillingham with a touch on it. Headed now by Grimm. Salazar, Grimm. Grimm. Salazar, good run. Much taller Richardson is over there. Uses his body. The keeper, Wilson, slipped up. I don't think it was a trip by Howard. He just slipped. The field coming in earlier today, about an hour and a half, was wet. And I think that's what happened there. The official might have thought Carlos Howard had something to do with that, but he did not. Aggressive play from the left back Campbell so far in this one. As he's gotten a couple of balls into the box, but No trouble so far for Pablo. Pablo's had to make a couple of tough saves here in the 12th minute. Jose Pablo's been played pretty well. As I mentioned, a JUCO transfer. He played at USC Lancaster, who the Owls fell to on Monday. And for 2 years, actually helped start that program. Pablo was the first recruit by USC Lancaster. Owls trying to make something happen. Salazar called for the foul. So we will have another free kick here. Long run over on the far side, Robles. Callahan, Robles gets it into the box. Flores trying to turn on Temis. Temis able to hold him off, though. And Temis will clear. Folks, our next broadcast will be off for 10 days. Then we'll be back for men's soccer against Emory and Henry. That'll be on the 16th at 4 p.m., so be sure to set your calendars or whatever for that. Throw up coming now. Over on the far side, Vakarix. Vakarix trying to cross. It's deflected. And it goes off of Vakarix. 13th minute. Goal kick upcoming for the Owls. Again, the threat of some storms today. We're hoping they're going to hold off. They're supposed to hold off. More clouds than sun right now, and some of those clouds are a little dark. Flores over on the far side. Good defense by Callahan. Unfortunately, ran out of room. Quick throw again. The Panthers trying to catch the Owls napping at every opportunity. Robles with an effort, but short of the post and out of play. Another goal kick upcoming. Folks, a reminder, YouTube is our home all year long. Live and archived videos, as well as player interviews, coaches, all kinds of good stuff. So head over to our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe, and you can actually add the games to your calendar if you use a Google account, a Gmail account. You can add those right in. Here's a cross by Torres, heading effort by Flores, but it goes the wrong way. Who touched it last? They say the Owls got a piece of it. So the Owls got a touch on it. Another corner on the far side. I believe it's Flores. This is corner kick number 7 or 8. I've lost count. 15th minute. Ball into the box, punched by Pablo. Marley Howard volleys it out of danger. Callahan. Javier. Robles fires it wide right of the post. They're not shy, these Panthers. They came in averaging 6.3 shots per game. They've got that. They've got that already. Goodling over on the near side. Ball is headed by Torres. Vakarix, aggressive play by Grimm. Good job there. At his effort. Blocked Vakarix. Torres. Haas now with the ball. Temis into the box. Robles. It's deflected off of Robles, and it'll be a goal kick. Started talking about Matthew Evans right before the game in his first year, looking to rebuild this program. Last year they were 2-13-1. In 2012 they went 3-13, and in 2011 they went 2-14. 2010 was a better year. They finished 7-8, but since 2010, Lagrange has gone 14-48-1. So Matthew Evans was brought in to help rebuild the program. Evans now in his first year, coached at Florida College. That's a USC AA school. Went to the USC AA semifinals in 2011. Overall, in 4 years at Florida College, Evans was 33-25. So pretty good numbers at this level. Ball into the box on one hop. Wilson able to get it. Speaking of the USC AA, coming up at halftime, we're going to hear from Matt Sims, the Chief Operating Officer of the USC AA, so be sure to stick around for that. Had a chance to talk to Matt over the phone last week. Marley Howard trying to get there. Again, that left back Campbell's been impressive here early on. Able to clear. Still the Owls with an opportunity here. The Owls will be undermanned in just about every game so far. Talking to Mike Kerr before the game. He's hopeful of getting a couple of extra bodies out there. But that won't happen at least today. Jackson Grimm a shot. Wide left of the post. Good effort by Grimm. Grimm has played well. Center midfielder for the Owls this year. We've seen him twice now. And you can tell sometimes when you do these games and when you get to know the players, when you're a broadcaster, you don't always get the chance to work multiple years at colleges. But when you do, you can certainly see the players and the people who put in effort during the off season, and Grimm is definitely one of those players. Talk to Enrique, and you'll hear from Enrique at some point during the year. You can also find that interview on our YouTube channel. I believe Enrique Timas did nothing but work this offseason. Timas last year played just about everywhere. This year he's on the back line with the Howard boys up front. 18th minute, 0-0, and a foul is called, which will give the Panthers a free kick. So a free kick now for Lagrange. Bacharix into the box, headed out. Good defense in this first half by the Owls. Timas. Marley Howard. Howard was able to get around one defender, not the second though, as Melmler able to clear. Over on the far side, Dillingham will throw it in. Marley Howard. Dillingham able to keep possession. Grimm goes off his foot. Grimm trying to win it back. Aggressive play by Grimm, but the defense for the Panthers able to get it out. Now on the attack, Flores. Timas able to clear. Haas, an opportunity. Deflected. Timas, and he'll get that out of danger. So another throw now. Torres will throw it in over on the near side of your screen here in the 19th minute. And we have a stoppage. So the throw, Javier. Torres. Sliding in, Carlos Howard. Still stays with the Panthers, though. Bacharix. Campbell now over on the far side. Campbell into the box. Headed by Flores, but out of play. So a goal kick upcoming. Well, we talked about YouTube. Don't forget about the Owls on Twitter as well. If I can get the thingy to pop up. There it is. Follow the Owls on Twitter at WWC Athletics. You can also tweet with us during the game using that hashtag that's on the scoreboard, WWOwls. Another throw for the Owls over on the far side of your screen as it was deflected out of play. Salazar, Burke. Grimm, good ball. Here's Gold. Opportunity for Ross, fires it low. And the keeper, Wilson, able to take it. Marley Howard now. Marley fires it wide left. Did enough to make Wilson nervous, but as they say, an ambitious effort for Marley Howard. Howard scored his first goal for Warren Wilson on Monday against USC Lancaster. So far, it's the lone goal of the season for the Owls. It's their third match. Haas with the ball. Timas is there. Grimm. Timas. Timas. Grimm again. Ball to Ross. And that'll be cleared out by Memler. Throw for the Owls. Carlos Howard from Marley Howard, and that'll be cleared. Good defense by Haas there. Team is trying to hold off the attacking player Flores. Flores in a foot race, and team is forced to clear. Flores applying all kinds of pressure on the Owls there. 22nd minute, and we have corner kick number, are we up to 9 now? So it'll be Flores. Into the box, headed out Grimm. Flores can cross if he wants, goes short side Torres. Salazar, and he'll watch that go for another corner kick. No, it's a goal kick. Apologies. I'm so used to saying corner kick. So 22:49 to play in the 23rd minute. Level at 0-0. Problem for the Owls, we talked about their depth, and Lagrange doesn't have a very good record. They're in a rebuilding phase, but what they do have is numbers. So the longer this game stays close, the more that it favors the Panthers. Ball into the box. Campbell is there to clear it away. And I think I felt some raindrops too, just a little bit. Burke trying to keep it alive. Macarix, a little bit too long on that one. Javier unable to get there in time. Salazar on the far side. Looking for Grimm. It's cleared out. That was cleared by Richardson. Good ball by the midfielder, Haas. Robles, cross. Trying to run it down over on the near side, Torres. Torres just keeping it from going over to the line. Here's Haas with the ball in, right at Pablo, who makes the play. But that's what happened to the Owls on Monday, going back to that point. The Owls actually had a man advantage, but towards the end of the game, USC Lancaster just subbed in at a completely different team, fresh legs. So when the Owls are playing teams with depth, it's going to be a challenge for them. They're going to be underdogs. The Owls, as I said last week, and I'll say, or as I said on Monday, I'll say it again, they have better talent, especially up front. Here's one of those, Carlos Howard. Salazar, and it'll be flicked away by Campbell, the defender. So again, stick around at halftime. Matt Sims with the USC AA joins us via the telephone, and we're going to get a water break. So let's all take a beverage break. We'll step aside, come back. We're in the 25th minute, 0-0. Owls and Panthers battling in a tight one here. Welcome back, everybody. 25th minute, Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you here at Warren Wilson. Level at 0-0. Wherever you're watching from, as always, we appreciate it. One of the cool things about YouTube is if you have friends and family, you might want to watch it later. We archive every game. If they want to watch it from start to finish and they come in, say, in the second half, you can actually start the broadcast from the very beginning. Headed into the box by Grimm, but headed out. And cleared by Haas for the Panthers. So it's a cool little feature. Temus with the throw. Ross trying to get there. Boxed out Corbett. And that'll be a foul on Ross, and it might be more than that. Let's see. Just the talking to. So, a foul. And a free kick upcoming now for the Panthers. Lagrange, 10 returning players, 14 newcomers. They have 12 freshmen on the team. Matthew Evans doing some serious recruiting down there in Georgia as soon as he took the helm. Lagrange, an NCAA D3 team. And I hear some thunder in the background. I believe it's a little bit south and east of us, if it's coming from over where I think it is. Try to check on and see which way the clouds are moving, because we got to protect ourselves up here as well. Just to give you an idea, we've got a lot of metal surrounding us right now. Flores off the foot of Vakarix, and that'll go out of play for a goal kick. Like I said, we might have to dodge a storm or two here this afternoon. Let's get ready to cool down here in the south. It's been hot. Everywhere, even in the mountains, it's been hot. Of course, the folks in Georgia probably don't want to hear about our 84 degrees compared to their 90 whatever degrees, but humid is humid. That ball in one hop into the box, no trouble for Jose Pablo there. Jose Pablo last year for USC Lancaster, 1.33 goals against average. He was terrific. He only played limited, though, just 6 appearances, which was odd, but they had a plethora of keepers. Dillingham coming up, clearing it behind. So corner kick number 10, I believe, is what we're up to now for the Panthers here in minute number 28. I don't see anything on the radar. That clap of thunder that we heard, there's a little cell that's east of Black Mountain, and I believe that's what is looking so ominous here, but it looks like we're okay. Ball into the box, headed by Howard, and that'll go out of play. It was off of a Panther, they say, so the Owls will get a throw here. Jack Burke with the header. Carlos Howard. Defense just holding firm for the Panthers. It's been their problem spot all year. Torres with a ball in. Pablo. Beautiful punch. Haas. Now Campbell. Campbell. Robles. Trying for the cross. Deflected. I think it was off of Burke over on the far side. It was Burke. Vakarix. Robles. Flores fires it low right at Pablo, who, again, is able to make the save. So Jose Pablo's been a nice addition so far for the Owls. He's definitely kept them in it. Talked to Coach Kerr during the preseason about it. You get those JUCO players, you don't have to babysit them. They come in, they're ready to go. They understand what it takes. You know, they have to work a little extra harder, but here is Carlos Howard. Ball into the box, and it'll roll. It'll be picked up by Wilson, the keeper, the sophomore keeper for the Panthers. Wilson didn't play in front of the net last year, so this is his sophomore season, but his first getting any real playing time. Grimm, Salazar. Back to Grimm. Grimm chips it. Marley Howard able to get away. Howard tries it, and he got... Closing was the defender, Memler. Good effort by Howard with the defender right behind him. But it goes for a save to Wilson. Wilson with a big drop kick. Headed by Burke Temus. Javier. Javier clears. That goes into the stands. So a throw up coming for Warren Wilson. 30th minute, 15:15 to go. Throw taken quickly. Marley Howard. Now Grimm. Grimm takes it to center circle. Callahan over on the far side of your screen. Dillingham. Salazar trying to keep it alive, and it's deflected off of a Panther. So Salazar will throw. Grimm. Marley Howard trying to get it to Carlos. Carlos on the volley attempt goes wide left of the post and out of play for a goal kick. We're going to get a sub for the Panthers. I believe it's the first sub of the match. Robles welcomes his new teammate, and who is it? It's number 5, Mikey Marcelin, the sophomore from McDonough, Georgia. Grimm. Howard heads it. Dillingham. Grimm now. Marley Howard tried to head it. It goes over his head, though, and rolls to the keeper, Wilson, who will pick it up. Ross. A couple of nice plays by Ross there on the near side. Now takes it to the far. Chips it. Ball into the box. Might have been an offside as Marley Howard kind of pulled up. Carlos Howard, I don't know if he had a step or not. The flag was down, but doesn't necessarily mean it would have been it wouldn't have been raised. Javier. Temus able to get it. 32nd minute. And it is 0-0. Remember, the Owls lost 4-0 in Georgia against the Panthers last year. It was one of just 2 wins on the season for the Panthers. So, staying in it this year. Corbett plays it back. Wilson booms it. Ross with a header, and it'll go on a play. He called a foul, so it'll be a free kick. Vakarix will take the free kick. Richardson with a run. Richardson fires it. Deflected. And guess what? Corner kick time. Corner kick number 11 for the Panthers. Vakarix. Credit the Owls defense. They've faced several set pieces. Pablo and everybody else has done the job to keep it 0-0 so far. We're going to get another sub for the Panthers. Flores will come out. And as soon as he turns around, I'll tell you who the new guy is. Corner kick into the box. Headed out by Grimm nicely. Howard trying for the counter. Temus. Here comes trouble on the near side. Opportunity for Warren Wilson. Temus had the pull up. Good ball to Carlos Howard. Howard on the volley. It's deflected, and it'll go for a corner kick. What a ball from Enrique. And a corner kick that Salazar will take on the near side. So Salazar, low corner. And it's a goal kick. I think if Salazar let that go, I believe it was deflected by the Panthers. But it goes for a goal kick, so that was the Owls' second corner kick, I believe. Marley Howard now on a turnover. And he's called for a foul there. Tried to go for a quick free kick. And the officials say, try it again. They weren't ready. Richardson. Bakarix into the box. It's headed into the back of the net, and it's the substitute. I told you we'd tell you who he is. He's Daniel Province, and he has his first goal as a member of the Panthers. The freshman from Bainbridge, Georgia, comes in and makes it 1-0 here in the 36th minute. Beautiful header and a good ball into the box for the Panthers, who now take a 1-0 lead. So an important goal for the Panthers before the half closes out. Now let's see what the Owls can do to try to counter. Owls still have 9:30 to work with, so lots of opportunities to be had yet. Plenty of time. There's a ball by Richardson. Ross cleared out by Corbett, who fires it into the stands. It'll be a throw-in for Warren Wilson. Goodling will take the throw right over near us. Carlos Howard. Two defenders, a long ball, a little bit too long for Ross though, as that'll get out of play for a throw. Torres, Bakarix, Richardson, now Campbell. Campbell with some room to work with. Coming up was Dillingham. Forced Campbell to get rid of it, and it's deflected off of the foot of a Panther out of play, so the Owls get a throw on the far side of your screen. 37th minute now. Again, Matt Sims, the COO of the USCAA, joins us at halftime. If you didn't see that interview that we had posted on Warren Wilson Owls earlier this week, you can check it out at halftime. If you did see it, check some scores. Come back in about 15 minutes, because we'll take the full 15 at the half. What is the call here? Not sure who touched it last. It'll be a corner kick. A dozen now for the Panthers here in this first half. Bakarix will take it over on the far side of your screen now. Low corner. No trouble for Teemus to clear. Campbell. Marcelin now. Marcelin, ball into the box, and that'll roll for a goal kick. Folks, you can be friends with Warren Wilson on Facebook. Search Warren Wilson Owls on Facebook.com and be sure to add us. And check out WarrenWilsonOwls.com. Schedules, stats, rosters, all that good stuff available on WarrenWilsonOwls.com. Carlos Howard trying to get there. Richardson, though. Panthers came in allowing 5 goals per game. So far, that back line has, for the most part, been in control. The Owls have certainly had their opportunities, though. Burke. And Burke loses it, but Grimm gets it right back. Carlos Howard. Over on the far side. Cross by Dillingham. Comes right to the keeper, Wilson, who makes a play on it. 39th minute, 6:20 to go here in this first half. Goodling, Pablo, facing some pressure, able to get it away though. Grimm with a header. And that'll roll where it'll be taken by Corbett. So Daniel Province, one of those 12 freshmen that we told you about for the Panthers, scoring on a header in the 36th minute, just a few moments ago. Ball from Haas, Marcelin, cross, headed by Burke. Nice defense by Burke there. Ross trying for the counter, and Haas able to get it out. So Enrique will throw. Carlos Howard with the header. Nobody's around where the ball ends up but Campbell. So the Panthers back on the attack. Good ball by Vakarix, but Javier unable to get a handle on it. And Pablo will clear for Warren Wilson. Campbell now. Marley Howard. Dillingham collides with Campbell there. And they're going to call a foul on Dillingham, who stays down. So Dillingham gets the worst of it. And on top of that, it's a free kick for the Panthers. How's your Saturday going, Landon? Landon up, though, which is good news. Sub now for the Panthers. Coming off is Torres, and coming on, Chandler Collins, the freshman from Dallas, Georgia. Ball into the box. Pablo punches it out. Still danger. Temus able to win. Temus. And Temus is going to be called for a foul there as Collins. He got Collins on the shin, I believe. Not intentional, so no need for a talking to or anything like that. Just trying to go for the ball and got a piece of the body instead. So a free kick now. Vakarix will take it with 3:40 remaining here in the half. 42nd minute. Vakarix curves it. It's headed by Grimm. Goodling. And a foul called on the Panthers in the box. So the Owls will get a free kick here. Temus will take it inside the penalty box. Temperature at 82 degrees. The sun, for the most part, has disappeared. It comes, peaks, and says hello for a moment or two here and there, but for the most part, it is clouds and the wind is starting to pick up, as I'm sure you can probably hear on the broadcast. Marcelin. Robles. Vakarix. Vakarix misplayed that pass a bit. Burke and Dillingham both trying to clear. And now Javier trying to hold off Dillingham. Or excuse me, that's Callahan. Panthers able to keep it though. Ball into the box. Pablo comes up and Pablo able to make a play. Pablo encouraging his teammates to go forward. Ball to Marley Howard. Marley Howard unable to keep possession, though. That was beautiful by Jose Pablo. Panthers now, Collins, Marcelin, and Marcelin, it's a little bit long and out of play. Goodling with the throw, under 2 minutes to play now. Here in the first half, 44th minute, 1-0 in favor of the Panthers. Campbell. Robles. Temus gets there again. So a throw up coming. Robles will take it over on the far side of your screen for the Panthers. Lagrange plays in the USA South. They were picked to finish 10th out of 11 teams in that conference in Division III. It's a rebuilding process to be sure for the Panthers, but you could see they have some bodies to work with for Matthew Evans, and Evans is a guy who likes to win now, so he's not going to wait around. This isn't a 3-year thing for Evans. It's a 1 or 2 probably for him. Guy with so much success at Florida College. Foul is called, so Vakarix will take the free kick. 45th minute, 46 seconds to play. Ball into the box, and it's deflected out of play. Appeals for a corner, and those appeals will be won by the Panthers. So Panthers will get a corner kick. 33 seconds left to go. Little sense of urgency for the Panthers. Boy, if they can get a second goal, that would be big trouble for Warren Wilson here heading into the half. Owls trying to hold him off. Ball into the box, and it's headed, but the wrong way by the Panthers for a goal kick. And that should just about wrap up the first half with 13 seconds left to go. Pablo and Timas, neither one of them really in a big hurry to take the corner kick. So the first half comes to an end. It's a goal from Daniel Province in the 36th minute for the Panthers, who make it 1-0 Lagrange at the half. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I had a chance to talk to the Chief Operating Officer of the USCAA, Matt Sims. Warren Wilson competing in the USCAA in basketball and soccer as well as in cross country. So let's check in with Matt Sims now, then we'll come back and bring you the second half after this. Hi everybody out there in Warren Wilson land, watching on WarrenWilsonOwls.com, on our YouTube channel. Maybe you're watching at halftime. Pick your poison, however you're joining us. We appreciate it. Chris here with Warren Wilson. Joining me today is the Chief Operating Officer of the USCAA, Mr. Matt Sims. Matt, thanks a lot for giving us some of your time today.
Chris, absolutely. Pleasure to be here.
I wanted to start a little bit general, so just give us a little bit of an overview, maybe for some of the fans who don't know all about the USCAA, what you guys are and what your purpose is.
Absolutely. Well, the United States Collegiate Athletic Association is a national governing body. Just like maybe the more well-known NCAA, we've got about 90 colleges across the country, but we're a niche organization, and that niche that we serve is we bring small colleges together for the opportunity to compete against like institutions for national championships and student-athlete recognition, whether that be All-American, Scholar Athlete, or Player of the Week.
Yeah, and that kind of competition really at this level has been very welcomed at Warren Wilson. They still talk about their basketball championship that they won a year and a half ago. Just tell us a little more about what that means for smaller institutions.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the national landscape, and people don't realize there's probably about 4 or 5 times more small colleges out there than those that we see play, on Saturday or Sunday in the NCAA. And each of those small colleges is competing just like every other college to recruit and retain student athletes. So giving those small colleges the opportunity to tell their recruits that they're going to have an opportunity to compete more often for national championships and recognition, like I said, is just such a huge thing for those programs.
One of the things that I've noticed working in college athletics for a while now, over a decade, is parity and how things are changing. You look at an organization like the USCAA, and it's growing. You have other institutions like the NAIA that are kind of bleeding members. They're still larger than you, but they're not hanging on to their members as much. What I'm wondering is why are you guys growing while other organizations maybe are struggling? Is there a perfect scenario there? Is there a recipe that I'm not thinking about?
Well, I think you touched on it when you began the question, and I think the key is parity. And even though we'd like to, continue to grow even faster than we have, we've doubled our membership over the course of the last 6 years. We're not going to do it by going against our mission and our values and what our organization stands for. And if you go to our website, the USCAA.com, you see across the side it says leveling the playing field for America's small colleges. So when we evaluate a member institution coming in, we do so making sure that we ensure that they have similar resources to be able to recruit and retain those student athletes. So that's really been the core to our growth, is making sure that we're bringing in institutions that are of a similar competitive nature, and our organization will always stand for that.
One of those institutions that you brought in that I know we're excited about here at Warren Wilson is a fellow work college, Berea College in Kentucky. They're kind of our natural rivals anyways, being only a few hours apart, able to play one another, have very similar schools. What was their membership process like?
Well, we were very interested in Berea for a couple years now. Again, I think that's a program, a dual affiliate program with the NAIA. Again, that's another platform or niche that we can fill. But it's a program that they're just like our other institutions, and they're looking for more opportunities for their program. They're going to come in and they're going to compete right away, we think, in basketball and a number of other sports within the USCAA. But we're just really excited to have them as well, and hope to expand there in the state of Kentucky.
I know that one of the things that really separates you guys, and my theory for why you guys are growing so well and while so many smaller colleges, is you do allow for that dual membership. So Berea is a college that's pursuing NCAA goals, but at the same time they're also able to be affiliated with you. Are there pros and cons there, or is it basically all pros for you guys?
I think it's all pros for us. There's a number of things that any athletic program looks at when making decisions about what affiliations it's going to make. And, I touched on a little bit of that at the beginning of our interview, and a lot of that is, student-athlete recognition, opportunities for championships. There's other strategic means that they need to go about as well, and scheduling is a big one. While we're a unique organization, we're spread out across the country, our 90 members are, so that NCAA affiliation permits them opportunity for regular scheduling opportunities, and also the ability to be part of a conference that they're playing on more regularly as well.
I know you have in the USCAA a couple of conferences up in the Northeast, in Pennsylvania, and also in the New England area. Maybe I'm thinking New York. Is that something that you would like to see more of your organizational members pursue? I know that at Warren Wilson, I've talked to Johnson and Wales SID, and just thinking about, can there be more conferences? Is that something that the USCAA wants, or is that something that's really kind of up to the schools?
Absolutely, it is something that we want, and again, it's also up to the schools to make that happen, to make sure that it's cost effective for them to make those alliances with institutions around them that are USCAA members. But that is a platform that we are looking at right now strategically in our growth. It's a model that permits a more fair procedure of selecting your championship participants, certainly, and it also creates stronger bonds within the USCAA, and I think it helps our internal marketing plan.
And it seems to be helping this organization, the coaches as well. I know our new head coach, Robin Martin, was brought down here from a fellow USCAA school, Penn State Lehigh Valley, and part of the reason was she had that familiarity with how to recruit here and how to do that.
Yeah, and it takes a strong person to recruit at a small college, but certainly we're receiving a lot more recognition across the country from our coaches and people that are involved in this organization, and they see a perception of quality behind what we're doing, behind our championship events and behind our operations, and I think they're glad to be a part of that.
Well, Matt, before we let you go, is there anything I'm missing, any big announcements or anything going on with the USCAA you want to let people know about?
Well, we've got a lot going on, and we're certainly continuing to enhance the quality of our national championships and the experience. I had the opportunity to attend a large meeting in Orlando last week at Connect Sports Marketplace, which permitted me the opportunity to meet with about 60 different convention and visitors bureaus and sports commissions from around the country. It was a great branding opportunity for us and a great way to get the USCAA's name out. We'll be looking at opportunities to take our championships to some big markets here in the future and continue again to provide that great championship experience.
Well, Matt, I know here at Warren Wilson we've enjoyed the process. We've enjoyed being members. It's been very beneficial to our programs and to our recruiting. So good news all around. Matt, we'll let you go. Thanks again for giving us some of your time today.
Thanks, Chris, and best of luck to Warren Wilson this year.
All right, that's Matt Sims, Chief Operating Officer with the USCAA. Those of you watching one of the games at halftime, we'll be back with the second half, and those of you watching on YouTube, feel free to check out some cat videos or whatever you'd like to do. Hi, everybody out there in... Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second half. Owls trailing at 1-0. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Here in the second half, the Owls will get possession first. Wherever you're watching from, as always, folks, we do appreciate your support this season, and good to hear from some people that we talked to on Twitter and everywhere else. And looks like off of the start to the second half, we're going to get a foul called, so we're going to retake the start here, restart the start, if that makes any kind of sense. So here we go. Now we're officially underway. Started the second half. Grim. If you're just joining us and you don't feel like watching the first half, 36th minute, a header by Daniel Province for the Panthers to make it 1-0. Jackson Grimm playing it into the box. No trouble for the keeper Wilson as the team swap sides, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Problem for the Owls here in the second half of games is just keeping up the intensity that they have in the first half. The Owls did not make a sub last half. Ross over on the far side looking for Marley Howard. It'll be cleared by Corbett out of play. So, against William Peace, the Owls allowed 3 goals in the second half. On Monday against USC Lancaster, they gave up those 2 late goals to lose. Dillingham charges into the box. Campbell clears. Heading effort, Vakarix. Javier now. Good ball to Haas. Haas with the ball. Province fires it into the back of the net, and the freshman phenom has 2. 47th minute, and the Panthers take a 2-0 lead, both off the foot of Daniel Province. Terrific effort. I was wondering if he was onside. The flag stayed down. Stayed just behind the defender. Jose Pablo is stretched out in the goalie box right now, just beside himself, unhappy, I think, but not much that the keeper could have done in that one-on-one situation. It was just a good effort by Province. So 2-0 now in favor of the Panthers. Panthers looking for their 5th win in 7 tries against Warren Wilson. Warren Wilson won a couple against the Panthers in 2008 and 2010, I believe. New head coach Matthew Evans, though, for Lagrange has a new attitude for this Panthers side. Javier watches it go out of play, and it'll be a throw now for Salazar and Warren Wilson. Clouds have broken up a little bit, which is good news. That means we should be good to go over the next 45 minutes to get this game in. Carlos Howard, Temis. That ball is won by Province. So Province starts the second half after scoring in the first, making the most of his opportunities here, but the Owls able to win possession back as Temis gets it to Carlos Howard. Now Dillingham. Grimm. Dillingham. Now an opportunity for the Owls as the home faithful come alive. Salazar with a cross and a little bit too much on it. Ross is going to try to run it down, but it goes out of play, and it'll be a Panthers throw-in. Panthers quick striking team. Haas. Here is Javier. Temis has to clear it back, and it'll be a corner kick. We saw, I believe it was a baker's dozen in terms of corner kicks for the Panthers in the first half. And they will take another one here. Owls looking to avoid a 0-3 start. Short-handed. Mike Kerr talked to him before the game, hopeful that he can add some bodies out there as the team gets set to hit the road. Corner kick is cleared back by Grimm, so we'll do it again. Vakarix will take the corner. Ball in. It's headed, but just wide right of the post by Javier. And it'll go for a goal kick. Owls trying to make something happen. Grimm plays it back. Temis. You've got Temis on the back line, and obviously one of your more athletic players is Enrique, but It's kind of a dilemma for Mike Kerr. You don't have... You could put him really anywhere and he can excel. The problem is where do you need him most? The Owls attacking with Carlos Howard and Marley Howard has done pretty well up front, but they'd be even better up front with Temus. Of course, you lose a strong defensive player on that back line if you move him up. So what do you do? Carlos Howard to Marley Howard. Plays it back to Carlos. 51st minute. Carlos Howard has it deflected out of play. So he'll throw it in over near the Owls bench. Salazar. Salazar got tripped up, I believe, on his own feet, or on the ball maybe. Now here's an opportunity for a counter for the Panthers. Over on the far side, Vakarix. Plays it Robles. Robles. Torres. Now Haas. Vakarix with the cross, headed by Javier. And that'll go out of play for a goal kick. Robles with a little bit of an effort. We're going to get an early sub here in the second half. 6 minutes into the second half in the 51st minute. Melmler will come out. And over on the far side, Flores comes back in. Or excuse me, that's Marcelin. Robles fires it, deflected off of the back of Enrique. Corner kick number 14. And that may be a conservative estimate. We don't have the official stats up here. Vakarix will take the corner. It's headed by Javier. Nice header, but Pablo with a terrific save to make a play on it. Javier booms it down the pitch. Richardson with the header. Marley Howard is there. Marley Howard closing is Province. Province, the attacking player. What can he do now on the back line? Able to get it away. Robles. Now Haas. Burke. Marcelin now. Carlos Howard. Campbell able to clear. 53rd minute. Temus. Burke. Robles now. And Robles, a bad ball that time. Temus able to clear. Marcelin for the Panthers. Vakarix. Robles now into the box. Temus trying to hold him off. Robles able to get a foot on it, but Burke is there. Now Goodling able to clear. And you can see the issues with the depth and the energy level here in this second half is all on the side of the Panthers right now. And the reason why is every Owl has had to play every second. There's a couple of players available for Warren Wilson on the bench, but not much. Campbell trying to cross it. It's low, and on one hop, Pablo able to make a play. Pablo looking to counter now. Grimm. Grimm again coming from behind. Javier. Salazar hits it away. Dillingham. Dillingham, low ball, Corbett, headed by Dillingham. Carlos Howard, back to Grimm. Offside flag is up, though. So, Carlos Howard was offside. Looking to go quickly are the Panthers, and maybe not the right call in that situation as it goes right out of play. Panthers looking for their first win of the season. And the first under new head coach Matthew Evans. We're going to get our first sub now for Warren Wilson. Luca Bicchieri is coming on for the first time here today. coming out is Callahan. So Bikiuri replaces Callahan as the first Owls sub. Carlos Howard tries it. Had a defender on him, couldn't do too much because of that. Province, Salazar, Bikiuri going after it. Now Grimm. Grimm tried to play it to Marley, a low ball, and it's cleared by Corbett. 56th minute. 2-0 Panthers. 2 goals by Daniel Province, one of 12 freshmen for the Panthers. Carlos Howard, here's Bikiuri. Bikiuri, low ball. Bikiuri plays it back, Dillingham into the box, and on one hop, no trouble for the keeper, Wilson there. Over on the far side, Marcelin. Javier plays it. Salazar coming up. Ball goes back to Corbett now for the Panthers. Corbett. Ball into the box, and then Pablo calls everybody off. That ball played down the pitch, giving it a run Campbell. Campbell will play it back to Wilson. Marley Howard keeps the pressure up. Over to Campbell. Now Grimm. Akarick's able to clear. Marcelin now. Marcelin with the run. Carlos Howard applying some pressure, and Marcelin a little bit long on the pass. It'll be an Owls throw over on the far side. 57th minute. Panthers return home on Tuesday. They'll take on Trinity Baptist. Then they'll travel to Oakwood on Friday. For Warren Wilson, it's one of 2 times this year they will go on the road for back-to-back games. Only 2 back-to-back road trips for the Owls this year. Ball into the box. Bikiuri coming up, but right at the top of the box, it's Wilson, and now some jawing, I believe. And a yellow card is shown, I want to say. Is it Bikiuri who picked up the yellow? So Bikiuri picks up the yellow card for the Owls, and it'll be a free kick for the Panthers now. So as I was saying, coming up next for Warren Wilson, the first of 2 back-to-back road trips for the Owls, as they will go to Crown College on Tuesday at 4 p.m., and then they will go to Ferrum next Saturday at 6 p.m. Ferrum has their own broadcast, so you can watch that game. It's linked on our schedule on WarrenWilsonOwls.com. Crown College does not have their own broadcast, so you'll get the recap from us. Bikiuri, off of the yellow card, wins possession. Dillingham with the ball. Akarick's Dillingham, and the flag is up, an offside flag, so the Owls get a free kick. Temus, free kick. Marcelin. Now Goodling. Here's Haas at center circle for the Panthers. Salazar. Good aggressive play by Salazar. Ball into the box, and coming up to make the play is Wilson. A.J. Wilson has been able to time those balls pretty well here this afternoon, and preserving his clean sheet. Here's Enrique now. Temus again runs into the brick wall that is Corbett and the Panthers back line. Ball over on the far side. Torres. Now here's Javier. Javier. Haas fires it. Low ball. Diving for it. Making the play is Pablo, who collects another save. So A.J. Wilson came in the first 3 games with a 5.00 goals against average. Gave up 15 goals in 3 games, but so far a clean sheet. Too much on that ball, and it rolls right to the aforementioned Wilson, just a sophomore. Campbell. Province trying to keep it in play, and the ball goes long. Did they say it went out? Yeah, they did. So it'll be a throw now by Dillingham. Bikieri. No trouble for Province there. Robles. Now Burke able to win it. Grimm, Dillingham, now Salazar. Salazar. It has just been constant pressure from the Panthers. And the Panthers able to win it there. Vakarick's over on the far side. Now Torres with a run. Torres, ball into the box, headed by Javier, but that'll go over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. Folks, a reminder, you can purchase a copy of this and any other game we broadcast on the Owl Sports Network. Head over to my website, Kurshima.com, and then it's /Warren Wilson. You can place your orders there. You can also order during the games as well. Well, we told you the Owls going on the road. Our next broadcast coming up on the 16th of September. Men's soccer returns to take on Emory and Henry at 4 p.m., so be sure to come back for that. Here's trouble. Good ball by Province into the box. Javier, a little too aggressive on it, though, and it goes for another goal kick. That was a pretty ball. This freshman, Province, has looked well. Grimm. Here's Dillingham. Carlos Howard unable to do much today against Panthers backline. Province. Dillingham, good defensive play there. Howard to Bikieri. Bikieri unable to keep it in play. So a throw up coming now for Richardson. No correction, they called a foul on the Panthers, so it'll be a free kick now for Warren Wilson. Teamus takes it into the box. It'll roll to Wilson. Wilson. Vichieri will force Wilson to pick it up. 62nd minute, and it's 2-0. That ball bounces a couple of times. Coming from behind, Javier with a push. No whistle there. Robles. Now Haas. Haas, nifty behind the foot pass. Vickers. Here's Campbell. And Javier was offside, so it'll be a free kick for the Owls inside the box. Folks, you can follow Warren Wilson on Twitter at WWC Athletics. You can tweet with us during today's broadcast using the hashtag that you see on the scoreboard on your screen. It's WWOwls. I'd love to hear from you. Get your thoughts about today's game. And possibly we'll read them on the air. That's going to roll all the way back to the keeper for the Panthers. So 67th minute. Javier. Haas now. Campbell coming from the back line, but Dillingham again is there. Owls have played well on defense. It's been an all-out attack for the Panthers. They've shoved everything they can forward against Warren Wilson, understanding that their depth would come into play at some point. Richardson, good defense again by the Owls over on the back line, and again it's Dillingham. We're going to have a sub come on for Lagrange. I think Flores has come back on for Javier. There's a ball into the box. It's Haas. No trouble for Pablo there. Marley Howard, Bikieri, Salazar. Howard trying to keep it in play. And he can't do that, folks, not in this game. Marley Howard with a big smile. Province. Macarix. That goes out of play, so Wilson will get a throw here. Salazar. Macarix again able to win. Marcelin. Torres over on the far side. Corbett now. 65th minute, 2-0. In favor of the Panthers as that goes out of play. So Temis looking to throw here. Carlos Howard. Ball deflected. Salazar with a run. Temis trying to get through. Unable to do so though, and the ball rolls to Richardson who clears. Dillingham running up. Dillingham keeps it in play. Bikieri. Again, good defense by Campbell to left back. Province. Now here's Grimm for the Owls on the turnover. Marley Howard. Marley Howard. 3 defenders around every Owl as soon as they touch the ball. Salazar tries it. Bikieri. And that'll be flicked out of play. Cleared by Campbell. Chris Shima, glad to be with you here at Warren Wilson. This is our 4th broadcast out of 18 for men's and women's soccer. We'll do 10 men and 8 women's. We were scheduled to go on the road with the ladies next weekend. That trip has been canceled. So if anybody's looking for something to do next weekend around Asheville, let me know, because I got a free weekend and a rare one. And I'm going to do something with it. We have a stoppage over on the far side. Temis is shaken up. And the trainer comes out. So in the 67th minute, we're going to take another water break. You folks at home can take a break as well. We'll come back here in just a few minutes. Owls trailing it 2-0. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Water break is over. And both teams get set to go. And Enrique Temis right now is being worked on the sideline. So trouble for the Owls is Temis is out. I don't believe they've brought in a sub, so right now the Owls are going to play with 10 and hope Enrique can get back out there. He's standing over on the sideline, giving it a stretch just to see. So hopefully Enrique will be able to get back out there. If not, the Owls will have to sub. Right now they play with 10 as Enrique looks to get well. There's Campbell. Ball headed by Goodling, and Pablo will pick it up. Rolls to Grimm. Corbett. That was Bikieri, now Burke. New sub for Warren Wilson, so they did sub Enrique out. Coming on, Liam McCullough for the first time here today. Burke unable to clear Robles into the box. He had a 2-on-1, or a 3-on-2, excuse me. Jackson Grimm able to clear it back, though. So it'll be a corner kick. We've seen a few less corners than in the opening half. In the opening 45, there were 13. Akerix. Now Flores, ball into the box. It's deflected by Goodling, and it's going to go off the head of Torres and out of play for a goal kick. 68th minute now. And Jackson Grimm now will take the free kick. Grimm booms it near side of center circle. McCullough tries for the header. Carlos Howard able to win it. Plays it Bikieri. Bikieri. Howard, quick touch to Dillingham. Dillingham, McCullough now. And McCullough overshot the ball a little bit. Dillingham trying to win it back and forces a bad ball there by Campbell. So it's a clear now. It's been a breezy afternoon. The sun has come out here in the second half. It was cloudy. We heard some rumbles of thunder in the first half. But the clouds are starting to thicken over to our west here in the 69th minute. So it's not far off, folks. And again, we're hoping we can get this one in. Pretty confident we're going to be able to do so. Campbell on the free kick on the foul by Marley Howard. No real trouble there. Bikieri will throw it in now. Well, the good news is so far nothing on the radar that would indicate danger. So some threatening clouds. Dillingham trying to get into the box. Offside flag is up, though. So it'll be a free kick. I think the umbrella's getting a little bit into the screen there. If you could just keep it up a little bit. You don't have to raise it that high, but, you know, just keep an eye. Back to live action. Haas. Marcelin Haas now. Haas into the box. Collins, who's come on, missed it, but he was well offside. Chandler Collins is back out there for the first time here in the second half and the second time in the game for the Panthers, but well offside there. 71st minute now. That sun has really made a difference here in this second half. It has heated things up. That cold front is going to be welcome relief to the folks here in the south. Marley Howard. Again, that tough defense from Corbett, but Corbett commits a foul here. So opportunity now for Warren Wilson. Give the Owls credit. You know they're exhausted out there. The sun coming out is not playing to their needs. Enrique Timas is injured. He's on the bench. But the Owls keep fighting, and now a set piece and an opportunity to do something here for Warren Wilson. Owls have kept it close. Salazar takes it short. Firing it low is Howard, and no trouble for the keeper Wilson there. So the set piece chance is wasted. And in the 72nd minute now, The Panthers try to go back on the attack. Grimm able to win it on the keeper kick. McCullough unable to keep it in play, though. It'll be a throw for Campbell. We're going to have two subs come on, though. Javier's going to return for Lagrange. And somebody who looks like he would make a good living as a linebacker is also going to come in. This man is huge. It's number 35, Matthew Cook, 6'1", 209 pounds. So Matthew Cook, one of the 12 freshmen, on for the first time here today. So Javier back out there, and a throw coming up now for the Owls. Owls are going to get a sub, and here's some good news for Warren Wilson, as Liam McCullough is going to come out. Enrique Temis back out there. And a big sigh of relief from the Owls fans. I can hear you through my computer screen back home watching, as Enrique able to get back out there. Javier throws down the defender Goodling. That's got to be a call, and it is. So Goodling. That ball is headed by Marcelin, the right back. Torres over on the far side. Javier, good ball. Leaves it for Torres. Torres looking to go down the pitch, but that ball's cleared by the Owls. 74th minute, or 74th minute, my apologies. 16:35 left to play here in the game. Richardson. Flores. Good defense by Burke to clear. Bikieri looking for Howard. And it's Carlos Howard now on the near side of your screen. Carlos looking for Marley. Marley Howard's onside. Howard with an opportunity. Leaves it for Temis. Temis fires into the back of the net. And he pumps his chest in celebration as the Owls faithful come alive. It's a game again. Warren Wilson gets on the board here in the 74th minute. 2-1. Now, sometimes all it takes is one. Temis making things interesting now, and you see Temis is playing up front now, so they're sending him forward now. Here's a ball into the box. Quick counter. Collins over the crossbar. Oh, my goodness. Literally seconds, 7 seconds to be exact, after almost an opportunity for the Panthers. Owls trying to keep momentum now. So Temis, who started on the back line, has been moved up, scored his first goal of the season. Enrique had 7 last year. Temis, 14 goals over the last 2 seasons. I don't have his freshman records, as that goes for a goal kick. So as far as we know, over the last now couple of seasons plus, Temis with 15 goals now. Here's Dillingham. Dillingham, good ball to Salazar. And how about these Owls? Burke. And it taken away Vacaris. Good aggressive play by Grimm to disrupt things. Goodling, Marley Howard, Salazar, Carlos Howard now. Carlos, good ball over on the far side. Can Ross get there and keep it in play? He does. Able to get around one defender. Ross runs out of room, though. Marcelin able to apply some pressure. And a foul is called on Ross. 76th minute. And the Owls starting to pick it up. Javier now over on the far side. Goodling closing on him. Goodling sliding in and able to clear. It'll be a corner kick. I've lost count of them by now. I believe if I had to take a stab at it, I'd go with 15 or 16. So far, they haven't done anything with them, though. There's a ball. Pablo able to catch it. Pablo looking for the attack. Give it to Enrique. There you go. Timas trying to outrun Marcelin. Gets it to Carlos Howard, and a foul is called. Things are getting interesting here at Warren Wilson College late in this one. If you had some friends and family who might have shut off the broadcast, give them a call, send them a text. The Owls are starting to get the momentum. 77th minute, though. And all this, you know these Owls are tired. You just know they're exhausted. Grimm booms it in. Actually, that's going to go outside of the box. Ross trying to chase it down in that corner spot. Marley Howard now. Marley will fire it, but it comes to the keeper, Wilson, who makes a play on it. You got to love the effort if you're an Owls fan, though. 78th minute now, 12:49 to be exact. Big head in a collision as Burke collided with Vakarix. And Vakarix is called for the foul, which will give Warren Wilson a free kick now at center circle. Again, we got some ominous clouds that are on the horizon. Don't see anything on the radar, but folks, national radars don't mean squat when you live in the mountains. Grimm into the box. Timas, almost off the head of Salazar. Oh, yeah, Timas was close to being offsides as he comes up now trying to win it back. Wins a free kick as Vakarix commits the foul. So here we go. A free kick, 79th minute. Owls got a goal 5 minutes ago from Timas. Salazar will take the free kick now for the Owls. Salazar. Burke. And Burke. He got fouled, and I'm not sure what the call is, as it was won by Javier, and it looks like Grimm was going to get there, but the ref at some point thought there was an advantage that wasn't going to happen, so he called the foul, and he must have called it on Burke. And ball headed by Grimm. Salazar. Dillingham. Now Timas colliding with Vakarix. Carlos Howard trying to keep it alive. Timas is tripped up, and there is a whistle. So the home fans appealing for a foul call. Boy, there's some serious weather coming this way, but not right now. That's the good thing. As we go inside the 80th minute, 10:29 left to play. And a golden opportunity now. Marley Howard, three-man wall. The keeper, Wilson, playing to the far side, and Howard takes it over the crossbar and out of play. Not a bad idea in theory, though. But it goes for a goal kick. So here comes some fresh legs now for the Panthers, and this is the problem that the Owls ran into Monday against USC Lancaster. The Panthers are going to be able to make some subs here as Province comes back in. Coming on for the first time, Vincent Harper, the freshman. So fresh legs is an affordability Warren Wilson doesn't have. Beautiful ball by Flores. Javier. Javier. This is the first real possession that the Panthers have had in about 7 or 8 minutes. Province, who has 2 goals today. Campbell. Campbell, ball into the box, and on one hop, Pablo takes it. Corbett Now Temis. Marley Howard looking to go back to Temis, but a little bit long. Corbett able to get it back for the Panthers. 81st minute, about to be the 82nd minute. 8:58 left to play. Javier running out of room. Grimm now. Carlos Howard, and that's going to go out of play. It'll be last touched by Howard, so a throw up coming now for the Panthers. Panthers are going to send in another sub, as I believe Haas is going to come back in. And Cook will come out. So again, let's see what these subs do to momentum here now. The Owls have had it all over the last 10 minutes or so. Owls get it back. Marley Howard looking for Carlos. Marley trying to deflect, and Corbett clears. Colliding. Flores. Flores and Goodling. And the foul's called on the Owls. I think you could probably take it down. I think we're good. The ball into the box now. It's headed. And a line. Province, who has 2 goals today. Can he get an assist here on the cross? It's cleared by Grimm. Campbell, the center back, or left back, excuse me, headed out by Ross. Temis, Marley Howard now. Ross, now Enrique. Burke back to Enrique, flips it. Unfortunately, nobody's home. You can see the energy shift as Temis came back out there and moved to the front line, or the midfield. There's a ball by Javier. Oh, short of the post. Enough to make Pablo nervous, but not enough to do any real damage. He did get a fingertip on it, though, just to be sure, so it will be a corner kick. Corner kicks really haven't offered much in the way of threat. It's taken short. Vakarix now. Flores fires it, and that will go for a goal kick. 84th minute, 6:37 left to play, and the Owls with a sense of urgency here late. So you wonder, and I'd like to talk to Mike Kerr after this one and see, you know, that with the change in mood and swing and momentum and whatever you want to call it for the Owls, does Temis just play up front from now on? Obviously, you lose something on the back line, but when you're not scoring goals, it doesn't really matter how many you give up. Devil's advocate, I guess, is the vice versa is also true. If you're scoring goals but giving them up one after another, then what are you doing? I wouldn't give Mike Kerr's troubles to a monkey on a rock. Bikieri now. Carlos Howard. Salazar with the ball. Howard and Dillingham. Dillingham, the keeper came out. The keeper, it's deflected. Marley Howard falls down. Dillingham trying to get there. Now Temis, as the keeper able to recover. Ross fires it, but it's low. Oh my. That was the moment. 85th minute. 5:20 to be exact left to play. So aggressive play by Wilson there almost cost the keeper. Torres over on the far side. It's knocked out of play. Goodling. And that's going to get out. So another throw. Harper will take it over on the far side of your screen. Vakarix. Now Harper with a ball. Headed by Bikieri. Flores over on the far side. Torres trying to get there. And he will. Ross trying to apply some pressure. Torres goes around him, leaves it. Low ball, shot by Javier, blocked. Still trouble, though. And now we have a handball called on the Panthers. 86th minute, 4:27 left to go. Still opportunities here for the Owls. But time is becoming much more of an urgency as Pablo gets the ball played back to him, and he will take it. Dillingham. Over on the far side, Temis coming from behind, but the defender Harper is there. Here's Salazar. Salazar runs out of room. Temis trying to keep Hope alive, but it'll be cleared by Torres. Giving it a run over on the far side, Flores, but it's played back to the keeper, Pablo. 87th minute, 3:42 left to go. Haas. Haas with a nice ball, but Bikieri better defense. Burke now. Ross. Ross unable to play it. Torres. Flores, cross, right to Pablo. Pablo looking to counter. Here's Ross. 3:15 left to play. Ross plays it down the pitch. Carlos Howard will be unable to keep it in play, though. And you can see the subs have kind of stabilized things for the Panthers, although the Owls continue to impress with the way they go on the attack here and their aggressive play. Tired legs out there. Most of these guys have played and will play all 90. Bikieri able to win it. Bikieri's provided some nice minutes off the bench. Richardson. Haas now. Marley Howard looking to go forward, looking for Carlos, but it was 1 on about 5 there. Burke, now Grimm. Grimm, 88th minute, 2:19 left to play. 87th, excuse me. Temis. Temis, good ball. Marley Howard goes back to Enrique. Enrique will keep it in play here. Temis. Dillingham, Salazar, Carlos Howard, back to Dillingham. Dillingham looking for Salazar, but it's played nicely by the defender Richardson. Now Burke trying to keep it alive. Ball flicked down the pitch. Pablo comes out of the box. Pablo hits it high. 89th minute, 1:39 left to go. Opportunities are starting to limit themselves now as the Owls look to throw here. Carlos Howard looking for Marley Howard. It'll be cleared. So the Panthers flick it back down the pitch. Pablo. Burke. 1:15 left to play. Jack Burke looking to make something happen here with the ball. Salazar is onside. He's in a race with the keeper, and Wilson will get there just inside the line. And now we go inside 1 minute to play, the 90th minute. The Owls are going to have to throw everything forward now and go for a couple, 1 or 2 maybe, last shots at this. Either way, though, you got to give the Owls credit. Howard's defender falls down. Now Temis, good ball from Howard, looking to go to Carlos Howard. And it's just a little bit off and cleared out of play. 33 seconds left to play. Owls have to throw quick here. Ross does it to Grimm now. Grimm, Marley Howard, it's cleared back. 25 seconds. A one-on-one now. Flores and the keeper, Pablo. Flores puts it in the back of the net. And that will wrap it up. David Flores with a 90th minute goal to make it 3-1. And the Owls' comeback hopes are dashed. Not much you could do, though, if you're the Owls. You had to send everybody forward. You know the risk involved with that. It was the right call, and the Owls, with 18.8 seconds left to work with here, will kick it off. But Warren Wilson will fall to 0-3, and Lagrange, how about this one from Matthew Evans, the new head coach, as he will get his first win with the program. 12 seconds left to go. Now Javier at center circle with it. And Javier will dribble it out with 2 seconds left to go. Burke able to get it away, so a terrific effort by the Owls as they come up a bit short, but it's the Panthers who get the first win for new head coach Matthew Evans, defeating Warren Wilson today 3-1. So for Lagrange, they're off. They will play again on Tuesday at home against Trinity Baptist, and then Friday at Oakwood. And for Warren Wilson, they go on the road for a couple of games. They will take on Crown College at Crown College 4 p.m. on Tuesday, and then on Saturday they will be at Ferrum at 6 p.m. Our next broadcast on the Owl Sports Network is men's soccer 10 days from now against Emory and Henry, and that'll be at 4 o'clock, so be sure to stick around for that. Folks, it's been my pleasure, as always, to bring this one to you as the Owls hit the road now at 0-3. Once again, your final score, it's Warren Wilson 1 and Lagrange 3. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you again on September 16th.